Oh yeah, it's great right now.
In the ideal world, I'd love to have like a green. That could be kind of a cool shot to cut to.
We looked at the major sporting events, golf, ice hockey. Everyone had a Jumbotron. And here at Gold Cup, we have a visibility problem. Our course is stretched out over a mile, and we have a north section that cannot see the finish line. We have a southern section that cannot see the finish line. So obviously, an answer to that would be put a Jumbotron at each end, and these people can see the finish of the race. So this was something we felt like would increase sales of tickets and parking spaces, and it worked out that way.
Here with Carl Raptor aboard at the final jump, left unsaid, he follows but stays up in his country cousin.
Well, as you see the property here, if you don't either have a front row seat, if you're in the infield, which is, there's a lot of people in there, it just gives the people an opportunity to see the race, the entire race. And a lot of people thought that they wouldn't even be watching it in the infield, but you can see it, you can hear, you can hear the crowd cheer as they come up to the finish line. It gives just us the ability to see the races better.
Where we are, we can't tell what's going on in the back stretch.
Yeah.
And it certainly makes it a lot more interesting.
It's a great screen. We had 4 spots down earlier a couple years ago, and we didn't have the screen. This is awesome. We get to see the horses run. We're right on the track.
Is you ever getting in there? How you buy them? Can't help it.
We have noticed in our contracts for our sponsors to add a Jumbotron will be provided is an incentive, and it's in our contracts. And they like that very much because they have a chance to advertise on it and utilize it. So it is an effective weapon to attract sponsorship.
It's a great tool. We use it for sponsorships, which has been fabulous. We've seen an increase in our sponsorships because we put their advertisements on the Jumbotrons. We're going to experiment with the large billboards next year to get some more signage around there. And we're just using it for marketing, and it's fabulous. And we get people to call and say they love it. See the large Jumbotron here in the infield. We have our backstretch tents don't have one this year, and we've already getting feedback. What happened to that Jumbotron? We're going to put actually closed circuit TVs next year in those corporate tents. So yes, we do get tremendous response for the use of the Jumbotron, and I think a lot of race meets, if they can afford it, should. But I think if you use it as a marketing tool, it can make you money.
We have 2 standard at the spring race, but I want to add the 3rd. You know, we have great coverage north end, but I want one in the middle.
I try hard.
And I eventually want one on the course. I want a big one on the course. And I'll have it there. I'll have it there. Yeah.
I'm talking to camera 1. Keep this tight. This is a great shot. Great shot.
You know, people say people come to steeplechase just to party. That's not true. people, when the races are on, they stop and watch the races. And all you have to do is look at this hill. And they flood out of the tents. And they're on that hill watching the race.
The Jumbotrons just bring to life the realization that people are here just not to have fun and have a good time. They're here for the horse racing. They're here for the action. The noise you hear of people that can't see the race and the screaming that they make, if you're in the infield or places where you can't see, is spectacular. And that's what brings, it justifies why everybody's here. Yes, they're here for a good time. Yes, they're here to drink and so forth. They love the horse racing.